Ora, ora, ora. Adoro que me deixe. Adoro que me deixe. Adoro que me deixe. Adoro que me deixe. Amora, 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 amora. No.
It's very important for you to keep your microphone muted simply because mm, it will help you a lot. It will help you a lot. Okay, so let's get started today's class. Today we are going to talk about the listing of coins. Okay, and I'm going to keep this class very short, and I'll help you maybe to my level best to try to explain the crypto world because it looks like mm, all right. Today I will try to explain. I will try. I may not be the best, but I'll definitely try to explain. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about just a minute. Okay. Let me start from here. Okay. Am I back? Let me know. The listing of coins. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when we want to buy cryptocurrencies have two sources. Number one, they have what we call primary sources, and they have what we call secondary sources. Cryptocurrencies might come in the market through ICOs, initial coin offerings, through airdrops, maybe for you to get started, where people want, where the founders of these cryptocurrencies want to people participate in the ecosystem of these particular cryptocurrencies. So you find that from these stages and more that I'll talk about is where cryptocurrencies start their journey of growth. Now, in here, we find them in decentralized exchanges. Decentralized exchanges, we could have many, like the Pancake Swap, which has, I think, the cryptocurrency is called Cake. We could have many like the Uniswap. There are so many, like I'll show you. And basically here, for you to access these cryptocurrencies, you use what we call wallets, like the Binance wallet, eh? Like the OKX wallet, and the other wallets like the MetaMask, other wallets like the Phantom wallet, and there are so many wallets. Other wallets like the Trust wallet. In here, you are into the initial stages of this cryptocurrency. Now, this is what happens. These cryptocurrencies want to build larger. They want to have What has happened? These cryptocurrencies would like to have more user case. Okay. More user cases. And so what do? They apply. They apply to be listed on exchanges. And once cryptocurrencies move from decentralized exchanges to centralized exchanges, which we call CEXs, they are now getting from hidden prices to more publicity. Now, these exchanges are here for business. Now, let me differentiate these two. What is the difference between decentralized exchanges and centralized exchanges? I just want you to get the difference. Because when you understand this, now it's going to get more clear with people who are crying everywhere. Because people have written to me, people have called me difference between the decentralized exchanges and centralized exchanges. Number one, I'll start with control and custody. Control and custody. Now, in decentralized exchange, ladies and gentlemen, there is no authority, no central authority. No central authority. I'm just using my hand. That's why I may not be so perfect. My board has issues. So there is no central authority. You trade direct from your wallet. But in centralized exchange, it is controlled by a company. When you are using Binance, it is controlled by the Binance company. When you are using Coinbase, it is controlled by the Coinbase company. So you hold your funds. Remember, when you open up an exchange, you have two things. You have a public key and you have a private key. I want to differentiate the two. A public key is a wallet address. For example, what is a wallet address? Ladies and gentlemen, I can give you my email address, but I may not be able to give you the password of my Google account. Does that make sense? Meaning, the email address is like the wallet address. I don't know if people are learning. I don't know if people are learning. Let me know. So the email address is a wallet address. It is a public key. You can give it to anyone, but you cannot provide the password. Okay? So anyone can see your wallet address. You can give your wallet address to anyone. In the simple analogy, a wallet address is your phone number. A wallet address is a phone number, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if what I'm saying is creating sense. A wallet address is like your phone number. People can contact you, people can send you. A private key is your phone PIN. You keep it secret. Now, let me define a wallet address. What is a wallet address? I don't know if people are understanding because I'm I'm just writing. So a wallet address is like your bank account number. You can give anyone your bank account number. Are we connecting, ladies and gentlemen? Today's class is very unique. Are we connecting, ladies and gentlemen? A wallet address is like your bank account number. It's like your bank account number. You can give anybody your bank account number. I don't have a bank account, but people who have bank accounts, what else do they give you when you open a bank account? Apart from the bank account, what do they give you a PIN? Is it signature? What happens? I don't know. I've never attempted to open one. I use digital systems. I don't know. Okay, we'll talk about ATM, PIN. Okay, signature. Okay. I have never attempted to open one because me, I know if I need a Visa card, I'll use Visa card service companies online that allow crypto. They do face recognition. When I got into the crypto world, I bank myself anywhere, so I don't need to go to banks. I don't need to give my money to anyone to keep it for me. I use digital systems of managed storage. That's why I usually have a funny statement. My children will inherit passwords. They may not be able to inherit land, but they will inherit passwords. So that's why I usually tell my friends that during my burial, people need to listen. My children need to listen where their passwords are found. They will be handled. They will be given. They'll be given keys for prosperity for the rest of their lives. I don't think my children will inherit. So I don't have a bank account. So if someone needs one, but then I'm just trying to make sure people understand. That's the call for today. A wallet address is like a bank account number. But for cryptocurrency, a wallet address is a unique string of letters and numbers. It is a unique string. It is a unique string of letters and numbers that you share with others to receive crypto. It's a unique string of letters. That's a wallet address. It is a unique string of letters and numbers, guys, that you share with others to receive crypto. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when we go to centralized and decentralized exchanges, if I say CEX here, and then I put a DEX this side, simple. This one is controlled by a company. This one is controlled by users. Simple. Here, the funds are held on an exchange. This side, the user holds the funds on their wallet. Here, you need to do verification of KYC. The other side, you need it's not required. Here, there is speed. The other side, there is moderate. Here, there is limit. Here, coins are limited. The other side, there is a wide variety. So, ladies and gentlemen, only list selected tokens might be listed here. Anyone can list a token on a DEX. Anyone decide. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm giving you these examples, it is, by the way, centralized exchanges can be hacked. Here, no one can hack a decentralized exchange because the funds are not held anywhere. Now, here is my most important point for today. Since the coins are listed by and controlled by a company, the company has authority to list and what? And delist. Is it okay? Type okay in the chat if now it's in your mind now. I have seen people have sleepless nights about this, and I want people to understand. The company has a choice to list and delist. Is it okay? I want you to understand this. It should not be a very big deal. But I have a question. Delisting the coin from company A, Binance, does it mean, because I'm going to show you evidence, does it mean that this, give me some answers. Delisting company A, delisting a coin from its exchange, does it mean it has removed the coin from cryptocurrency? Give me some answers in the chat. I want people to understand. Because even the coin you are trading can be delisted. Now, the big question is, number one, we need to control our risks. That one, I want to start from that. So the big question is, what can we do? But before we go to what can we do, allow me share this. Okay? Allow me share this before we go to what can we do. Before we go to what can we do, allow me share this. And I just want you to understand me. So, okay, we are at CoinMarketCap. And how many of you who have been around, you remember a coin called XMR, Monero? How many of you remember a coin called Monero? How many of you remember a coin called Monero? How many of you, if you have been around for some time, how many of you remember a coin called Monero? XMR. If you have been around for some time, let me know in the chat. If you have been around for some time and you remember a coin called Monero, XMR. If you have been around for some time and you know a coin called Monero, let me know in the chat. XMR. I'm just giving an example. You know XMR and you have been around for some time. Let me know in the chat. Was it delisted by Binance? I've just chosen a few from many. Was it delisted by Binance? This doesn't give guarantee about the future of this cryptocurrency. I'm just giving an example. Good. Okay. It was delisted. When this coin was delisted, ladies and gentlemen, I think this was the move. Let me see if I could get a notator here. When the coin was delisted, just a minute. When the coin was delisted, it almost went to zero. I don't want to lie to you. It almost went to zero. I don't remember the day, but I think it was either 2022 or 2023, around there. the coin almost went to zero, ladies and gentlemen. When it was delisted, it went below. When it was delisted, it almost went below $100. I think it went to as low as I think around $95. It went very low. But ladies and gentlemen, the coin rose again because it has been making new highs. It rose again close to $300. It rose again up to over $244. Meaning that the listing of a coin does not mean the end of that cryptocurrency. Even when you come and check this coin here on its markets, you find that it is not existing on Binance, but it is existing on other exchanges. Am I speaking to someone? And even though it is not existing on centralized exchanges, there are two types here. There is centralized and there is decentralized. So when we check on either here or here, this cryptocurrency is existing elsewhere and they are buying it low and selling it high. I don't see it on DEX, but I can see it here on so many decentralized exchanges. Sorry, centralized exchanges. Am I speaking to someone? So, ladies and gentlemen, my reason of sharing with you is simple, is that we might be having challenges, but the only thing we could do, there are two things we can do. Number one, we can reduce on our risks. But once, like if you already have a coin, for example, if you look on the list that was delisted, that is going to be delisted on Binance. For example, let's look through that list. Could you mention for me coins that you have issues with? Do you have coins that you have list with? Troy, pros. Okay, so let's type into here. Where is the search button? Okay. So let's start with Troy. But before even I go to the listing, was this a very good coin during its times? Did people make money? Let me know in the chat. Was it a very good coin during its times? Did people make money? Give me some answers in the chat. Because the challenge with people, but I understand them. When they are making money, the business is very good. When they are not making money, the business is very bad. Am I right? When people are making money, yes, to the moon, yes, only like jurist, when anytime, had I known it's in my time, weeknights, my time, we are killing gates, over the moon, what I heard, we can stay, I am the main strength, we are the brink, and strength, they're everywhere. There was one guy who was trading and he was even no longer greeting me. We are cousins. People of Troy, do you feel us? We enjoying. They even have pro's husband, pro's wife, the process. They even have names they give themselves during time of profitability. But I think I'm talking the truth. We are Acro, the Acro family, the Acro cousins, the Acro brother. We are the moon. We are the only people who understand. And we are between. We can turn in time. When I'm in strength. And you know, when a coin is very good, even your risk is very high. Am I right? You no longer put in first buy of 50. You now put in first buy of 500. Am I right? Am I right, guys? You are no longer putting in 100. You put in 400, 300. Like you want to kill it. And you have been killing it. Hey, I'm speaking reality. You have been killing it. You have been making big money. Even some of you, the money you are losing right now, maybe if it was lost and sold at a loss, you have already made it. Give me a yes if I'm right. Give me a yes if I'm right. Some of even the money that you are floating right now, you had already made it in profit. Give me a yes if I'm right. You had already made it in profit. I'm not attacking anyone. Me, I'm here to teach. Me, I'm not here to. Yes, you have already made it. But now you are very dangerous. Now you are very dangerous. I know some of you cannot speak the truth, but it's up to you. Me, I'm just sharing. Okay? And now, let's tap on markets. Now, it is true that this coin is going to be delisted from Binance, but it is existing on Get.io. It is existing here on Get.io. It's existing on Binance Tara, but I'll pick a few. So, if, for example, you see what you are losing is too much, then either come here on CoinMarketCap and tap on markets and see where this coin can be found. For example, Get.io, download the exchange, transfer the coin. What is down now is the value. The value. Okay? The value. The value is down. It is not the money. When the value goes down, even if you had $6,000, when the value goes down, this 6,000 could go as down as maybe $50. I'm not being so realistic. But when the coin goes down, the value goes down. Number two, when a coin is said to be delisted, people sell off. Give me a yes in the chat. What causes the coin to keep going down is that when people say that the coin is going to be delisted, what happens? They sell off. They start selling off because of the fear of losing. Okay? Those of you who watched my video, if you have watched my video, I told you in that video that if a coin is doesn't appear on any exchange, did I show you how to transfer this coin to an exchange where it exists? Let me see. If you watched that video I did, it was not so clear, but the message was home. Did I show you that if a coin is not appearing, maybe Get.io is not supported on RoyalQ, but the coin is there, transfer your coin there and just keep it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the effect of the market, like now, it is not easy for small coins, even big coins, to maintain what Binance needs on the market. This is a time that is very tough for so many companies and businesses across the world. Give me one if you understand. I may not dig deep into what tariffs have done to affect financial markets. Me, I may not dig so deep. But the tariffs of Donald Trump are putting down investor confidence. And this has to affect everybody. In the video I did, I told you, if the coin is not supported on Royal Q, withdraw the coin from Binance, take it to Get IO. If it is not supported by Royal Q, just withdraw from one exchange to another exchange. Give me a yes. Don't die on migrating. Sit down, write your average price, write your current price of that particular coin. Transfer it to another exchange. Once the price will come above your average price, sell the coin. Simple as that. As simple as that. Now, let me share my other phone and talk about this. Let me now talk about this. If you are now okay and you understand that cryptocurrencies are not run by Binance, and now in your mind you understand that even if a coin is removed from Binance, life can continue, let me know. I'm going to show you that's where I'm going. If you are now okay, give me a even if a coin can continue. That's what I have no guarantee on how it will perform. Are we still around? Let me know in the chat. If it's okay now, you know. So you have a choice to either transfer the coin to another exchange. You have a choice. Because the signal, I have already given the video. Me, I will not be repeating. Now, let me share something now. Now, question number 2. How can we lower our risks? Okay? Now, how can we lower our risks? There are two kinds of people. And there are people whose risk appetite, I've said it several times that if you want to safeguard your funds, anytime you get an update with an exchange or Royal Q, don't waste time. Updating to the latest version of any platform provides more security to you. So me, I always update. Now, when we come here on on Binance, and we tap home here, I will pick any coin. For example, the beta that's going to be delisted. They will warn me that the coin will be delisted. But what I want to show you is this. What I want to show you is this, ladies and gentlemen, that you can get. What if the coin is not supported? This one I've already answered. What I'm trying to bring to you is this, ladies and gentlemen, that you can avoid coins that are being monitored by Royal Q and you don't trade them. Have I discussed this before? Those of you who attend trainings, have I discussed this before? Those of you who have attended my trainings, have I discussed this before? That avoid coins that have a monitoring tag. Do I have people that have avoided these coins, and you have no coin that you are losing on today? Give me one if you are there. You attended this class and you have no coin on those they are delisting that you are affected. Give me one in the chat. You are not affected because you are not affected. People are there. Aisha says, "Me, I'm not affected." I'm not speaking bad. This business is that when someone enters a coin and the coin goes in floating loss, they stop attending training. Give me a yes if I'm right. That was just network. Huh? So make sure you attend trainings, because most of you, when you land in floating loss, you go away from training. You no longer want to learn anymore because markets are against you. But tomorrow, I'm going to discuss floating loss. And I have said it very well. The reason why you enter into floating loss is because you made a wrong entry in the market. For example, if you entered trade that is very high, you'll have a huge floating loss. Is my screen visible? That is very high, your floating loss will be very huge. I don't know if what I'm talking about is very important. If your margin calls are very big, so basically, what brings floating loss apart from other factors? Because they're also, like, for example, the recent tariffs that came up brought markets to shift a good entry. But there are two kinds of people. There are people who fear to take risks, and there are people who are okay with risks. Give me a tweet if you understand what I'm trying to say. If you fear risks, I would always advise you Network is not on. There are people, if you are this kind of, always start with a, give me a 3 if I'm clear. I advise you, the network is very bad. I advise you, if you fear risks, I advise you to use a very low fast buying amount. Use a very low fast buying amount, especially people who fear risks. But there are people like me who do not fear risks. For me, I'm not a person who fears risks. If a coin goes into, it's going to be delisted, may I just transfer that coin to another exchange? Number 2, if you want to survive in crypto for a very long time, adding capital is very important. Give me a yes if you're understanding. If you want to survive in crypto, for example, I may enter a coin and I float. Then I add in new capital and I make the capital that is stuck in the other coin. My friend, it's up to you. If you feel like selling, it's up to you. Give me a 3 if you have understood. I may put capital and a coin goes against me. I add in more capital. I make that money. I have already done a video. Please, me have already done a video on how to transfer from one exchange to another. Am I creating sense? I may enter coin and I enter floating loss. Basically, I get stuck. I introduce new capital and I trade a different coin. Does that make sense to someone? And I make the money that I'm floating the other side. I don't know if someone is adding. And life keeps on moving as I float. I don't know if people, if people are not entrepreneurs, may not understand me. Because this person who's not an entrepreneur, for them, when they get stuck on one coin, they give up. Are we following? Give me a yes. Today I'm using a lot of common sense because me, I'm a businessman. I may get stuck on a coin. I pause it. I bring new capital. I make that money that I'm floating there and life moves on. I don't know if someone... Now what I do, when I introduce new capital, I avoid the previous mistakes that brought me issues. Does that make sense? Give me a 1 if I'm making sense. Because this is business. I make sure, hey, let it floats. In me, it's not my issue. So if you fear floating loss, I want to warn you. Make sure your first buying amount is very small. Let it be 5, let it be 10. Now make sure you avoid mistakes that led you to the previous challenge. Give me a 2. For example, number 1. I don't know. But I'm trying to... Let me share my screen. When I was here, I gave you categories of coins you can trade, especially people who fear risks. Did I do that? Did I do that? When I was here, I gave you categories of coins you can trade. Did I do that? Especially people who fear risks. I gave you coins you can trade that they will not give you a lot of money, those big floating losses. Did I do that? Okay. Now someone is saying, what about us who only focus on signal specifically? I have talked about two things. Did I teach you how to use indicators to a little bit open white? Did I teach you how to use indicators to make entries in the market? I did. So, although signals are given, you can always pick your own coin. The reason why signals are given to you is because you are new to the business. But when you stay longer in the business, do you need to depend on signals to make money? I don't want to deal with weak minds, I'm sorry. Do you need to depend on signals to make money? I'm not saying signals are bad. Don't stay long in the business and still remain not bad. But this is training. I'm not here to speak what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you the reality. So, mistake number one that you can avoid. I've already given solutions to the challenges. Now, number one, I said, for example, they're going to delist a coin called the pros. Better. Yesterday I was here and I told you how to check coins on an exchange. Come and tap on this thing here, monitoring. When you tap on monitoring, down here, it will still have the word monitoring. Tap on monitoring. It's going to bring a list of all the coins that having a monitoring tag. Please, if you are very fearful, avoid these coins. Give me a yes in the chat. I will trade them. But if for you are very fearful, avoid them. Am I clear, guys? Because this is where they are going to pick those they are delisting next. The list is here. Avoid them. And I'm very serious. Don't trade the Andala, Vind and the Jesse Jasmine coin, LTO, ARC, LEF. Don't trade them. Am I clear? But Mikabanda, my friend, I will trade them if you are very fearful. Leave these coins to be. Am I clear? Avoid, if you are very fearful, avoid these mistakes. Don't trade these coins. I don't know if I'm clear. Let me know in the chat. Am I clear? Avoid them, especially people who have issues with coins. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the listing of coins does not make crypto bad. Give me a 3 if you understand my statement. The listing of coins does not make crypto bad. I've had people make noise. Crypto is a very bad business. Crypto. What for you do? You avoid. Someone is asking, where can we check them? Yeah, guys, have I taught you how to check them? Have I taught you how to check them? Yeah, because I might be here. Yeah. You have two choices. I don't know. I don't know what people are having. I don't know whether people are present or they are absent. It's what I started with. If a coin is going to be delisted, from Binance. Avoid them. If you're already trading these coins that have monitoring tags, if you already have coins that already have these monitoring tags, number one, put these coins in one shot. If they rise, don't trade them again if you are very fearful. Don't sell at loss. Don't get scared. If you already have these coins and they are going to be delisted, there are two options. Number one, wait to sell. Number two, transfer to another exchange. You can wait to sell and wait to transfer because in the past history, I have seen coins that I'm not sure 100% because I don't control the market. I have seen coins that are going to be delisted. They sometimes pump. I have no guarantee about that statement because some pump, some do not. Give me a 3 if you have seen that happen. Some pump, some do not. So if I've already made up my mind that I'm going to transfer this coin, then I just need to be patient. So if I have made a decision that I'm going to sell, made a decision to transfer the coin, I'm going to wait because these coins will be you see no evidence here. VDT pumped today. I was in a floating loss of 60. Do you see? But I'm not sure. Am I speaking to you guys? My lessons are all about understanding. If you make a decision and say you want to sell, then don't waste time. If you say you want to transfer, then wait to sell. I don't know. Are you understanding me? I'm not giving financial advice. Guys, I'm not giving financial advice because it remains your personal decision. Because someone is saying their floating loss was 60, then they are out. If they had sold, they would have real loss. Hey. Then, eh, eh, then, if you are very fearful, avoid the coins with monitoring tags. Come and write your list. The list is here. Write this list down. Don't trade them. Number two, if you are familiar with searching for coins, especially, for example, here in Binance, like this coin is up 90%. Oh my Jesus. But it has a monitoring tag. You see, guys? The monitoring tag is here. Can you see the monitoring tag? The coin is up 90%, but it has a monitoring tag. So, guys, look at this coin. It is going to be delisted. It has pumped so hard. And someone is out. Have you understood how to deal with delisting coins? Give me a yes if you have understood. Now, If a coin is not supported anywhere, for example, maybe I remove the coin from Binance and I transfer the coin to Get.io, just as an example. I have transferred the coin to Get.io. Okay? Now the coin is in here. What am I going to do? Okay, which coin is this? Hey, this is my dog. Hey, I have transferred the coin to Get.io. What am I going to do? Okay? So let me say I have transferred the Pi network on my Get.io. What am I going to do? I will tap on Pi. Okay? I will tap on Pi stroke USDT here. Are you following? In the video, I showed you how you transfer the coin. Now I'm teaching you what do you do to the coin. Give me a yes. I'm not going back to the video, guys. I showed you how to transfer the coin. Now I'm teaching you what to do with the coin. So I'm going to open this pair. Pi stroke USDT. Let me say, before I transferred this coin, it was $2. Okay? Before I transferred this coin, it was $2. Now it is 0.5, meaning I'm in a floating loss. I'm going to come here on this exchange. I tap on the sell icon. And then I'm going to change. Get.io uses smart markets. This is smart markets, but every exchange will have the word limit. So I'll put it on limit. Now, what do I want to do? I want to enter a selling price. For example, I bought at $2. I want to sell when this coin maybe gets at 2.5. Some exchanges will allow, some other exchange will not allow. Ah, where is it now? So I will put here, put limit, put in the price I want to sell, 2.5. Then I'll drag this. I'll put my finger here and I'll drag it. Okay, on the sell area, I was on the buy. So I will put in, I bought at 2, so I want to sell maybe $2.5. Huh? You see? When you put sometimes some exchanges, when you put like $10, for example, when I put like 10, some exchanges will not allow. So basically, maybe I want to sell when it gets at 2.1. I'm not looking for too much profit. So I tap on the sell. I put limit, then I tap on the sell icon here. So the order will sit down here in my exchange, waiting for the price. Once it hits that price, the exchange will automatically sell the coin. Is that clear, guys? Give me a 1 if it is clear. So I transfer the coin. I note my average price, which is my entry price. Then I set a limit order in my exchange. Then I leave the coin here. Then I find new capital and I start a new trading journey. Is that clear? I will not die here. You know, it's only people who are not entrepreneurs who say, my money, I'm done with this business, my money, my money. Guys, I want you to agree with me. I've been here for the close to now 4 years. But even coins that are no longer available, I made my money back. How many of you remember my example where I lost close to 30,000 US dollars? How many of you remember that example I was here telling you? Where I lost 30,000 US dollars? Guys, I have met crypto, but because of my mindset change, I have always made back whatever I lose. I don't know if that makes sense to someone. That even if I transfer this coin here, my friend, me, I just find new capital, I start trading off again. Do you connect? Give me a one if you connect. But if your mindset is not yet at that level, please, it's okay. Don't worry. It's just mindset. Okay? I transfer the coin to this exchange. Okay, now I'm finding new capital. I'm avoiding my previous mistakes and I trade off again. And life has been moving like that. And at times I come back, check on these coins. They have risen extremely amazing. Then I say, thank you, God. Am I speaking to someone? You see, me, I use a lot of common sense. I don't want to use a lot of trading tactics here. So number one, you were able to learn how to transfer the coin from one exchange to another exchange. Number two, you can migrate the coin in your RoyalQ application. Number three, you can avoid coins with monitoring tags. Was this an important class for you? You can also put limited order prices in your exchanges. Did I try to handle the challenge? I don't know, but it gets back to you. All businesses have challenges. This doesn't mean put down a statement. Royal Q is not the problem. I attended one group, and well, there is one guy you are bringing us in business. Man, it is just your mindset, my brother. There's no loss here. There is no loss here, I repeat. It is just floating loss. Transfer the coin to another area and keep it there. Let me ask you. Although people say that floating loss is in Royal Q, do you know that in normal trading of cryptocurrencies, floating loss is everywhere? Give $1,000. Either it is on a wallet, either it is on a DSIC, either it is in Binance. Are they in floating loss? If someone bought Bitcoin at $100,000, are they in floating loss? Give me some answers in the chat. They are in floating loss, guys. But does that make Bitcoin bad? Does that make Bitcoin a scam? My friend. So, to me, I would say the following. Number one, transfer the coin to another exchange. If you are if you want to sell, it's okay. You can sell your coins. Avoid your previous mistakes that brought you issues. Plan to add in more capital and trade better. This coin of mine. Guys, there is business here. How many of you see this coin? How many of you are seeing business here before we go? This is our current price. Our recent high is here. Before we go, there is business, there is money. You see me, I'm not here to die on people's problems. From this current price, we are in 4 hours, meaning our waiting period is longer. We have a 3%, guys. Margin calls now. We are gonna draw some lines. So from the current price, the first resistance is here. From current price, the second resistance is here. From current price, the third resistance is here. We are in 4 hours. From current price, the fourth resistance is here. I've used the past somewhere like that. That is enough. Margin calls. This is clear business. How many of you see clean business here? The stochastic RSI is in the oversold area, just planning to come up. The MACD is planning to raise, and the coin has no tag. 3%. Margin calls. If you're gonna measure once, it's from current price, which is a 9%. If in bits, first call, 1.14. Second call, 2.4. Third call, 2.24. Fourth call for 3.9. How many have seen business? I can widen it very well for you to see. How many have seen business here? Who tell me, Julius, find a way? Me have told you the best way is to avoid coins with monitoring tags. Okay? Avoid coins with monitoring tags. Don't trade them. Final. So if you find a coin that's going to be delisted, don't trade it. Give me a yes in the chat if I'm clear. Do not risk your money in a coin that is going to be delisted. If you have not been trading it, don't trade it. Don't trade a coin that's going to be delisted because it looks very sweet. Yes, it is true. You are a high risk taker. You can take risks, but now such coins, things can overturn very fast and all your money vanishes. Yeah, it looks very sweet from the highest price here. But my friend, when things go the other way, you will forget the day you were born. But it looks very delicious. I don't want to lie to you, but don't risk. The thing can go more lower, but it also looks profitable. Yes, it looks outside juicy, but it is rotten inside. So don't, especially people who fear risks, please This is a very high risk you are taking. You say you can just take a 5%, but my friend, once it breaks your leg, it will go with it. It's going to be delisted. But it can give the 49%. I'm not sure. I'm not giving financial advice. And if the coin is rising, if you are trading a coin and it rises, like people have been trading VDIT, please sell and go away. So, in summary, if you have a coin that's going to be delisted, number one, remain patient. If you decide to sell, please go ahead, don't waste time. But if you're going to transfer, wait to transfer the coin. Give me one if I'm clear. If you have decided that you're going to transfer your coin, wait to transfer the coin. Give me one if I'm clear. If it rises immediately, sell. Don't waste time. Number three, if you fear risks, do not trade coins with monitoring tags. Write them down, even if they send you. But we are also now, I think we are avoiding sending you coins with monitoring tags. We are also avoiding that. Okay. I hope I've done my best. Allow me put this to an end. If you have learned something, drop me a yes in the chat. If you have learned something, drop me a yes in the chat. And I think with that, people who are crying, and the challenge is that the people who overcry, they don't attend training. You know, it really pains me a lot. People who overcry, they don't attend training. They're always on the group. My life is going in a bottle. They always say, I feel life is going in a bottle. The other day, I found a guy who told me, "Smart, the bottle is bottling him." And I was like, how is the bottle bottling you? You brought me in a business that is very stupid. You are very stupid. Then I was like, it looks like you who has issues. Someone says they need a video on how to migrate. Guys, I don't know. Me put information for free here. The video is here on the video is here. How to migrate. The video is here. Even what I have told today, I already did in a video before coming. Just some of you just want to be spoon fed. You want to be put food in the mouth, yet the food is already there. Watch those two videos. They want to be. I think I've shared the videos in the chat. That's enough for today. See you on the coming calls. See you on the coming calls on how to use indicators to trade. God bless you. Have a good day.